I want to highlight that people here is much more friendly and supportive. Um, and what I noticed also that woman with any figures, beauty, can start modeling here, can start career. Um, and this diversity is a really great thing. I think that beauty in general should not have borders, and everybody can be modern, fashionable, and creative.
I've done many great shoots, but one that I want to remember right now is the shoot I've done in India for big dairy brand, which calls Rajdi Pranavad. We traveled to Bikaner. For this shoot, it's other state in India, and it's like the architecture there is really crazy. It's so beautiful. And we were shooting a campaign which took us 3 days, and we were changing locations every time. It was super, like the pictures that I get from this shoot is like amazing, and the team was super professional. And those dresses were like I wanted to have those dresses. I would never think that I would like
Yeah.
fall in love with India that much, but it was so beautiful. I just wanted to have them. And it was super professional, and we traveled together all around like those places and back to Delhi, and I felt like it's a family for me. That was really great.
The most recent advice that I was given from a New York agent is very strongly about expressing who you are. And I hadn't done that. I had my personal Instagram for years. And when I started doing this, I set up a professional one, but I kept it very strictly just to the photos, and it didn't reveal anything about me, my family, whether or not I had children. It was just very neutral, but it didn't reveal anything about me. So I had to sort of change my focus and sort of engage in other ways.
Guys, my name is Nataliia Shevchenko, and I'm a model and data analyst, and I'm happy to join this panel.
Hello, everybody. Very nice to meet you all. My name is Darya. I work as a model. I'm from Russia originally. I also work as a content creator.
I'm working on my voice acting. I'm taking lessons, and doing auditions, but I am not doing anything professionally with that right now. And then, yeah, still working on my modeling. I'm new into the industry, much newer than our friends here.
Hey everyone, this is Abhi from No-Budget Filmmaking Podcast, and here with me the lovely folks that I have already been interviewed, but now they are in a panel so that we can discuss about the modeling industry and the fashion industry and the current trends.
Yeah, maybe I can start. So, hello, guys. My name is Nataliia Shevchenko, and I'm a model and data analyst, and I'm happy to join this panel.
Daria?
Hello, everybody. Very nice to meet you all. My name is Darya. I work as a model. I'm from Russia originally. I also work as a content creator.
Nice to meet you. And Sarah, you're currently actively working as a model, right? And did you
Yes.
got into content creation and voice acting too, or you?
I'm working on my voice acting. I'm taking lessons, and doing auditions, but I am not doing anything professionally with that right now. And then, yeah, still working on my modeling. I'm new into the industry, much newer than our friends here.
Okay, speaking of which, how much experience did you guys had as of now, starting from Sarah?
Experience, I mean, shoots, I've had a lot. As far as work, it's been hit or miss. I've only been at this for about 6 months. I've done a couple of quiet, small runway shows to the side. Excuse me. Other than that, it's mostly been auditioning and just working on building my portfolio right now.
Natalie?
Um, in Russia, I was modeling and I was a TV presenter for more than 15 years. Here I'm fresh enough. So here I visited and participated New York Fashion Show, and recently I participated also Miami Swim Show this December.
Oh, that's so great. Congratulations. I saw the
Thank you.
reels, but didn't like it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Say it again, please.
No, I said I saw the reels and everything. I didn't
Oh,
like and comment. I will do it as well.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Okay. What about you, Daria? What's your experience level and uh,
As of today, I work as a model for around 7 to 8 years. I started my career in Europe, traveled to Italy, to Germany, and then I started traveling to Asia, spent 2 years in India working as a model, then Thailand. Now I focus on working on Middle East. So.
That's amazing. So we have a
Mhm.
lot of different perspective here. Starting with Natalia, when you moved from Russia to here, what was the difference like in the fashion industry, and what was the change exactly you felt?
Um, I think I should I should have more time to understand the difference. The first of all, I want to highlight that people here is much more friendly and supportive. Um, and what I noticed also that a woman with any figures, beauty, can start modeling here, can start career. Um, and this diversity is a really great thing. I think that beauty in general should not have borders, and everybody can be modern, fashionable, and creative. And if designer can highlight special beauty, I would really appreciate it and support such a way in fashion industry.
Okay. Um, uh, Sarah, what do you think about that? Like in terms of you also entered the industry, and as amazing as you are, it is kind of a little bit unconventional if you
Mhm.
don't mind. What was
No, if it
your
wasn't for the diversity that Natalia was talking about, I wouldn't have a shot at this point. I do. I think that the industry is much different now than it was even 10 years ago. I can't compare it to other markets like they can. But I do think that the industry here at the very least seems to be really supportive. For the most part, at least my experience has been that everybody in it has been really supportive. And I think that the commercial marketing here for modeling is very, very broad and offers a wide bandwidth for people.
same question to you, Daria, but it's obviously you have not done any modeling gigs in USA, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, so what is like in the other European part and also Asia and Middle East?
I'd say that the standard everywhere is very different, and but in general, it's people are usually very like nice to me, and because Natalia said that once she moved to US and she saw the difference in the kind of like in the people relating to you, and as of my experience, everywhere was pretty much the same in sense that in a way that people are nice and welcoming usually because I'm a foreigner everywhere. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hmm. Any trends that you like to mention here that you noticed right now?
We talked about that before. I say that the content is everything right now. Like your being like on the social platforms is really important comparing to what it was before. That's the main trend today.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Did
I
you?
totally agree with Darya. And I also develop, I also create content on social media. It's my strong side because, as I mentioned, I was working on television for many, many years. And I totally agree with Darya that especially for model, how you present yourself in social media, it's like your portfolio right now.
Very much. It's your portfolio, but it's also a chance for you to sort of express your own identity. If a client's going to hire you, they're going to look at your Instagram, and it's a way
Yeah,
of showing them who you are.
And it is
yeah.
kind of restricting at some point.
I
I
didn't
think it's only
notice.
self-restricting.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I got some restrictions from Instagram, but I just start dispute, and everything was fine. So sometimes, um, especially if you modeling in like swim show, yeah, it could be some restrictions, but if you open dispute, everything would be fine if you don't really um, do something illegal and
Yeah, it's getting caught by the scanners initially, and if a human reviews it, they realize
mm,
what the content is, they let it go.
yeah.
And it's also sometimes for people like me, like my personal Instagram account, I don't post anything about myself, and also on my regular one. But sometimes some people don't want to be out for the public and they just want to be a model. That's kind of restricting, don't you think?
Yeah, I would say it is. The most recent advice that I was given by from a New York agent is very strongly about expressing who you are. And I hadn't done that. I had my personal Instagram for years. And when I started doing this, I set up a professional one, but I kept it very strictly just to the photos, and it didn't reveal anything about me, my family, whether or not I had children. It was just very neutral, but it didn't reveal anything about me. So I had to sort of change my focus and sort of engage in other ways.
Was it same for you too, Daria?
I don't know, when you said about restricting, it felt a little bit off just because I think today is really important, like to represent yourself as a model, obviously, if you're a model or on Instagram. But at the same time, I think if you want to engage people and to make people relate to you and to understand you more, I think you should be more open about your, not like personal life, but like who you are. I mean, like your hobbies and the places you go travel, your friends. I mean, that's kind of like really important too, as well. I don't know. It's not only about career, it's also about who are you as a person, what are your interests.
Yep. And you asked earlier about trends, and one of the trends I've noticed in comments or messages that I've gotten is how much people appreciate seeing those parts of us because it's the realism in the world of AI. You know, if I'm not wearing makeup and I don't look great in one shot, it's surprising how much of a response I get on that in like my stories versus one from a shoot. You know, people want to relate to you more.
I think it's the authenticity that sells most of the time.
Hmm.
But again, since the industry is much more digital now than it used to, and obviously with the doom of AI hovering all over us, it's kind of, I think that's the main thing that will happen. Like everyone will look for authenticity and like the what's the word, like the flaws more than the features.
Hmm.
Do you agree with this sentiment, Natalia?
I'm really sorry, guys. My English is more not so strong as yours, so I don't understand this part. Can you please ask me this question again, please?
As per the social media trends are going on right now, uh, everyone is looking for authenticity, the real person that is behind the camera, that is
Mm-hmm.
not just a model that's
Mm.
just running around the runway, more of the person you are.
Okay,
Uh,
got it. I agree and disagree at the same time, because in my opinion, if I uh, see people in Instagram, it's like lots of people, I don't care about their personality before they catch up my attention with something. And if it happens, then I will start interested who is this person, the sphere of his interest, what he likes, what he doesn't. And mm, I think that present yourself deeper, it's important, but for already superstars, maybe. In my perspective, it's important how you can catch up attention and what you can bring, let's say, new things to social media so people can uh, amazed with something, surprised with something, or it should be useful in some way. So if I speak about my content, I'm trying to show some maybe unique way to see beauty in everywhere. Sometimes I can do content about myself, my modeling, sometimes about nature, sometimes about event, and every time I'm trying to do it in special, unique way, using AI and using a real a photo and video also.
Okay. Natalia brought up a good point. Don't you think it's like in society in general, people do get some sort of attraction in general, like friendship or anything, but it's her personality that makes us stay. So I think it's both ways in a sense, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's about finding the balance between them. Yeah.
Mm.
You want to catch their attention, you want the engagement, and then they want the realism. So, there's a balance to be found in there for sure.
Okay, Daria, since you're actively trying to be more pivoting towards content creation, is that what your experience was, or was it something else?
You mean like balancing between being real and looking like you want to look like in front of other people?
Yes, playing a character
Uh,
basically.
I mean, yeah, kind of. It's just it's social media presence. You can be like 100% real there. Obviously, you fake something sometimes, and you never share like your like not like never, but it's not really. Um, I mean, like people are usually not sharing stuff that is going on with them, like the bad stuff, like depression or anxiety or something like this. So it's more like it's personally for me because I think this like there is so much of a bad things going on in the world. So how I build my social presence is that I'm trying to share something that people can relate to or something positive. Like that's what I'm focusing on.
Mhm.
And speaking of challenges and bad around the world, what kind of challenges you are facing right now that you're dealing with, and how you're dealing with? Obviously, if you want to share it, if not, that's completely fine. Starting with you, Sarah.
With me, I discovered this past year that I have a genetic disorder, and it's actually made my life a lot easier since I found out because I was having a lot of trouble with my body. And now that I know what's going on, I'm kind of uncovering how to unknot it all and make myself stay flexible and healthy for as long as I can. So it's been a journey, but it's going in the right direction for me.
We'll start talking about food again, so I'm not going to ask a follow-up
Yeah,
question.
I'm going to stay off of that one tonight.
Okay. Natalia, what about you?
Again, sorry again, can you say ask a question?
It's
I'm
completely
confused.
fine. It's what kind of challenges are you facing right now in your career or
Oh,
personal, whatever you want to share?
okay, got it. Uh, I think age judgment sometimes. So, but I so sometimes people told me here, don't tell your real age to somebody, because you don't look like you on your age, and you will get more opportunities if you hide it. But I don't hide really my age. Opposite, I proud how I look at my age.
Good for you.
And I
Good for you.
thank you. Yeah. So, but I heard this advice not
Mhm.
one time. So if you look like 30, you should speak people that you 30, and you will take more opportunities. But I don't hide my age. I'm 44 right now. Yeah. So, but and I will take that opportunities that I can take with my efforts, with my confidence and my beauty, and I don't want to hide my age. I'm proud of this.
Good for you. You should be. You look amazing.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. I understand completely. So I've come into this so late. I'm 53. So,
Oh my
you know,
God, you look
I
amazing.
didn't know you're
Yeah,
53. Oh my
thank
God,
yeah,
you're
you look
much younger.
absolutely great.
thank you very much. You were talking about the pressures that you put on it. Like I was the one, I reached out to him. I was like, have you seen their profiles? Why are you putting me on there? I'm the new one, and I think you guys are incredible. But I came into it so late that I was totally expecting the age stuff. Totally embracing the age, and I feel like there's an opportunity to redefine what it means now. My parents' generation was not going to be doing this. My mom wasn't starting a modeling career in her 50s. So I just feel like our generation just has different energy and we get to
Yeah,
redefine what that looks like. But it is still problematic in the industry, right? Because the people that are paying and hiring you they're not quite there yet. So like I lost out on a great gig. It was a panel moderation with other women. It was about mature women issues, and they loved me and they kept coming back to me. And in the end, I didn't have white hair.
yeah, absolutely. You just should find your audience, you should find your way, your
Yep.
direction, and we absolutely be able to blow up this industry. And
Yeah, there's such a
yeah,
huge opportunity. And
yeah,
like the
and
women that age are buying everything, where you got all the purchase power.
absolutely. And I think that it's very important to provide this confidence for women who 30, 40, 50, 60, that they can beautiful and absolutely fashionable in every age. And I
Yes.
think that fashion industry in US really allowed to do this, because in Russia it's in my perspective much harder, because age judgment in Russia is stronger than here. But still, everywhere it's some kind of challenges, and I'm okay to overcome it. You should just believe yourself and work with your body, with your mind,
Yep,
uh, with everything, and with your energy for sure.
absolutely.
Daria, would you like to say something? I guess she's quiet because she's the youngest.
I'd say that I'm the youngest, but still I work in Middle East, and we have kind of different, like a little bit different beauty standard
Mhm.
there. So what they like there, it's like they like those kind of faces, with the big lips, with that, like with the cheekbones, like it doesn't really look natural. And
Mhm.
me working there, I feel this pressure, like, should I do something to my face to just be like according to that kind of standard? But at the same time, I'm like, no, like I don't feel this way. I don't feel that I'm gonna be beautiful this way, even though for them, that's what they call a girl. That's why they call a girl beautiful, because she looks a certain way. And that's kind of a challenge for me. Also, for me, another challenge is that I don't live, like, I'm not based in the countries where I work, and I have to travel all the time, and it takes time and energy, and it's kind of challenging too.
It takes a huge amount of energy, especially moving from country to
Yeah,
country like you are.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Like exactly when you're saying like fake cheeks, it's like the one that we have right now with the fat cut off and
Yeah, like the fox eyes, girls are doing that kind of stuff to their faces, and I've never done anything with my face, and I feel this pressure, like, should I do that? I'm considering it.
No,
Can
you
you
look
see me?
amazing. You have
Yeah,
such beautiful
absolutely. I
features, and
agree.
you can see the way that the trends change when you look back, right? You can see Kate Moss, you can see just everything and how it's changed. So you know that the trend will shift. Just
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with
hold your
you.
course. You look amazing.
Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely agree with Sarah. You should not do. When I arrived here, and especially I see lots of Latin American girls and black
Mhm.
girls, and they have big boobs and ass, and first time, and this is a really, really big standard here. And I also was thinking about, should I do something? But then when I started modeling and got lots of compliment about my body, about my figure, I like calm down. But my first was like, oh my God, it's so like amazing shaped woman. In Russia, we don't have like so big mm, um, how
All
to
those
say it?
curves.
Yes, and here I amazed. First time I amazed with this, like, and I can see how guys can be attracted with these figures, with these bodies. And I also was thinking about, should I do something? But then I then I come down, and it's really great that we agree with each other that. Unique beauty, that's it's a big value.
Yeah, that's true.
as a guy myself, I would say you all are amazing and everyone is beautiful outside and inside, I would say.
Thank
And
you.
yeah.
Thank you.
And as my mom used to say, like if you're ugly from the inside, there's nothing you can do outside that will make you beautiful. So
It'll show on the outside too, no matter what you look like.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with this part.
Okay. There's one good issue that Daria has brought up is about the self-body image when you see outside the trends, the models, the
Mhm.
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's a big pressure, really.
And what's your experience like?
You're asking about
Dealing with
like different standards.
yeah, different standards and how it much more, I'm pretty sure it affects your self-body image and self-image in a way that you sometimes get insecure and everything.
I actually had a body image issue because I think it was 2017 when Instagram came up, and we started scrolling and comparing. Like I that's what I started to do, comparing myself to other girls, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm not skinny enough. I'm not like tall enough, or I'm not that enough, and I had that kind of issue. But then I think 2000, like after pandemic, it was different because everybody changed, like they pivoted in a way that, oh my God, let's accept ourselves, let's love ourselves. And it kind of got easier for me, but still I remember there was a moment in my life when when it was really tough with accepting myself like the way I am.
Mhm.
Did it let
But it all came with social media. It's nothing to do with like me in particular. Like that, like it was something outside that I was looking at and comparing myself to.
yeah. Did it lead you to something the, obviously it affected you and you just at the end of the day you just have to accept yourself. That was the main cure of it.
Yeah, yeah. Now I don't have that kind of issue, but I remember, and also that time I was 17. I was very young, and that really affected me. and now I'm more mature and I understand more. So it's not affecting me anymore.
What about you folks, uh, Sarah and Natalia? How do you deal with it? Because obviously we touched upon it, and also with other pressure that we receive from potential clients, if I'm not wrong, or potential gigs that we can get.
I think I've been through so much with my body and what it can and can't do, and what it has and has not looked like over the years, that it's also, I think, part of my being older. I very much just don't care anymore. If it's, as long as I'm happy in my own skin, I genuinely don't care what other people think. If the client's happy, that's great. If they're not, on to the next. It wasn't meant to be.
What about you, Natalia?
I think that so let's start that in my culture we grew up in a tradition to compete with each other, and nobody, it's like Soviet Union historical period when everybody should be the same, the similar, but compete with each other to different goals, and nobody teach us to be unique, to appreciate uniqueness, to be yourself, to develop yourself in your own way. And I was working on television where, let's say, maybe the biggest competition, and I felt that big pressure before I found my own way. So I started to have my own project, and I got a national award on my own way. And if I think, I think about this, that if I continue to compete with each other, I would never reach my goal. And now I was speaking about, I was talking about the issue that I came through. So in Soviet Union history, everybody compete with each other, and nobody teach us how to be unique, how to follow by your unique way, and especially television sphere industry. It's a very let's say high compatible sphere, and if I continue to compete with everybody, probably I would never reach my goal. I would never was able to reach my goals and to got a federal award, because I started to develop in my own unique way. I developed my own program, my own project, and this helped me to reach high goals. Here I'm trying to do the same, so I don't want to compete with somebody. I want to find my own way and reach my goals on this way. And this probably would be my advice for especially young models who start their own way, because it's a big pressure to compete with everybody. This world develop in a way that and you can see this trend in social media also. If you're really unique, if you really can catch up attention of people with your own way, you start to be famous, you start to develop your social media or your business or your modeling career, everything.
Bring your own flavor to your craft. That's what you're saying. That's I
Yes.
get it. Well, do you share the same thought, Darya? Since you're living in Russia right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say I feel the same about just like people being like compatible here because I don't know. I don't really know why, but it's a really high beauty standard in Russia, so that's why it feels this way. And yeah, I agree that if you're gonna look like everybody else, if you're gonna do what everybody else does, there's nothing special and unique in you. And talking about social media, nobody would want to, see the same thing that they saw already. So yeah, totally agree.
Hmm. And in that regard, like bringing your own flavor into things, and how much your personality comes into play when you to get more gigs and everything. Apart from obviously they're hiring for you for your look, because obviously you're a model and they will like you to represent their brand, but how much the personality comes into play?
Are you asking me this question?
Yeah, yeah, you made eye
Everybody?
contact. You're gonna answer that question, yes.
Okay, I'll
And
start then. Well, I'll tell you in example that I used to work in India and I was living there for 2 years. And personality is really important because the first time I came, it was really hard to get any job there because nobody knew me. But after some time, I got to work with some people, with some stylists, with some brands, and once they knew me personally and they know that I'm easy to work with, I'm fun, I'm cool, like my English is okay. So that was one of the reasons I was getting more and more jobs. So it's really important to have like a really welcoming and friendly personality. Your mic is off. Yeah.
I said Sarah, please.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would 1,000% agree. You can be beautiful, but if you're difficult to work with, there's 100 other people that they can hire. I think that your personality, your willingness to cooperate, your willingness to be creative and have fun makes a huge difference with how often you're going to get hired. And like Darya, she was saying, how well you get known in the industry, creating those relationships so that photographer wants to reach back out for you the next time.
What about you, Natalia?
I agree 100% because as I noticed, um, connections here is a big deal, and people who recommend you to make you a referral for you would definitely enjoy working with you. Should definitely have nice time uh, communicating, working with you. So after they will definitely make a good referral or connect you with somebody else, with some new designer or brands.
So one thing that I would like to ask you about, and it's a personal experience living in LA and working in the movie industry and whatever. Sometimes when you are a good person, you're easy to work with and everything, uh, and you're working with almost everyone. There are sometimes that your boundaries have been crossed, and someone you have been taken advantage of just because you're willing to make that network and make that connection. Does that ever happen to you guys? Any order you can answer.
For me, I haven't been at it that long, so it hasn't really happened to me yet. I can say that I've had one or two encounters with jobs that I would never repeat. They could come back to me with, a lovely offer, and I just simply wouldn't work with those people again. So I think the respect has to go two ways.
And it is because of your whole life experience, you see that and you know how to create that boundary, right?
Yeah, and I can't say that it was something that was, wildly inappropriate. It's just the lack of respect, how they treated everybody on the set. It just wasn't an experience that would be worth me repeating.
Hmm. And sometimes, does it resonate with you, Natalia or Daria?
Can you repeat question, please? Because it's like about bad experience, right?
Uh, Yeah, and also about moreover, sometimes you say that you will do this job and they ask you to stay here for 12 hours more. I don't know how that works, by the way.
Oh,
So
I mean, overwork, something, right?
yeah, overworking, boundaries
Mm-hmm.
being pushed, any bad experience. Sometimes you do it just because you want to network more. It
Mm-hmm.
happens a lot with not just modeling, it's like in film industry. Like I
Mm-hmm.
do stunts. Sometimes you're told 1 day unpaid, but it becomes 3 days unpaid, and you're already committed, so you have to do that.
I faced with this situation a lot in Russia. Here, I can tell you that no, I never faced with this situation here yet. But in my perspective, it's again, maybe it's Russian culture, so we do things for free a lot. Like if we feel responsibility for something, for some project, we can stay overtime, and I did it a lot on television, especially because I had my own project. So sometimes I could spend night in the studio to prepare the program on time. So nobody pay for this, but it was my own responsibility to do it great and on time. So I'm pretty tolerant with this, but maybe um, I should a bit turn my way of thinking about my mentality, because here people appreciate their time a lot, especially Americans, not immigrants, but Americans appreciate their time a lot. They will not do something for free. And I think the right attitude in the middle. So let's say balance is important between to be crazy on work, to be passionate, and to respect your time, respect your life balance, life work balance, and everything.
What about you, Darya?
I faced that many, many times.
Yeah, Russians.
Uh,
Yeah,
I actually didn't work in Russia that much. Like I'm not focused on working in Russia just because the competition here is crazy. Like every second girl on the street gonna look like a model. So I'm not even
Mhm.
trying to do anything here.
Yeah,
But
it's
like
true.
working in Asia, for example, it's really common that, for example, we have like a 10 hour of shoot, and they want extra, and this like extra 1 hour turning into 2 hours, and then 3 hours, and then you have the next shoot tomorrow, and you have to go back home and sleep. And I was living in Delhi, and the traffic there is crazy, so going back home going to take me 2 hours at least.
Mm.
And it was really tough, but that was actually okay, because at least when you work with an agency, as I did in India, they pay for those like extra hours, and which was totally fine with me. And going on a shoot and knowing that it's not about me here, it's like it's the big, like it's a lot of people, it's a big team, and everybody's working extra right now. So just like finish your job, do it the best you can, and leave. uh, so that's what I faced with. Also, I worked as a extra. We were shooting some Bollywood movies in Thailand, I remember, and sometimes I was not even getting paid when I was supposed to, because like the agents just who brought me to the shoot, they just disappeared and never replied to my messages. But I faced with this like one or two times. Wasn't that bad. I just didn't work with these people anymore.
Mhm.
Okay. Is it something that you need to look out for when you're joining in when you're uh, early in the industry, like people just disappearing after working and everything, and some bad agents?
Uh, you should, but you never know before you try to work with these people. So it just if that happens once, it's gonna happen again. So don't do this again with those people.
Okay. Does that happen to you guys too? No.
No, because I was working the most of my career path, I was working with big companies, so not with single people. So I understand that Darya speaking about the situations that it's difficult to check people before starting. So yeah, thankfully I didn't face with such situation.
In the US, there's a lot of small agencies. I don't know if it's the same in Europe, but everybody wants the big agency. There's a lot of little agencies, and they're happy to find people that are new. And I Googled a lot of them right from the beginning, and it's not hard to find the reviews on the smaller agencies when you find out that they're not paying people. The comments are out there, so it's not that hard to find somebody that has a bad reputation.
But is it true that sometimes you do actually, it is upfront that it is an unpaid gig and you will not be paid? And is it worth it sometimes or no?
That's your call. You have to decide if it's worth it. Sometimes there are some jobs I would absolutely be thrilled to do for free just for that experience.
Okay.
Yeah, for collaboration, for portfolio, for good
Mhm.
content.
Absolutely. A specific designer or a photographer or something. Yeah, there's certain things that I would definitely do for free.
Especially if it's not your like main job, so you can do it for good connections, portfolio, etc. I
Mhm.
think maybe for Darya it's not an option if it's her main profession career, but for me, I'm totally fine to do collaborations. Let's say I would not travel for collaborate, but if it's my city, I'm totally fine. Because I got some invitation to travel to collaborate, but no, I would not fly, but in my city, I would be totally fun to collaborate for free.
Have you done some free gigs, Daria? And was it worth it sometimes?
When I only started my career, I think when my first modeling trip, I've done like a couple of shoots which was not paid just for experience because for a person to hire a model who has no experience, and it was more for me, so I've done that. And now, for example, it's really common that I get messages in my Instagram from really big Dubai like makeup artists, like millions of followers, and they're like, "I want to collaborate with you. Can like collaborate? Like it's not going to be paid." And I'm like, I don't live in Dubai, and why would I travel to Dubai to do a collaboration with you? And second thing is that for like in this kind of market, the like makeup artists, they should understand that the job that I do should be paid. It's not collaboration then. It's my bread and butter. I don't do this for free. So in this kind of ways, no, I would not do that kind of stuff. But if it's a huge big brand and they want to collab with me, and it's gonna like make me, they're gonna like expose me, like they're gonna like show my
Raises
profile
your
or something
profile.
like this. Yeah, then yes, I'll do that.
But usually it's not the case. But the big brands, the like really good big brands with a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
following.
absolutely delusional. Like it's not gonna happen. But like if it's gonna happen, I will
But
do
if they
that.
were going to ask,
It happens. It happens with some stars. For
right.
example, I absolutely know that in Russia, they collaborate with some TV presenters, like superstars, singers.
Mhm.
Yes, they do. But with regular model, it probably will not happen.
You guys are
Will
not
not happen.
regular models. You guys are on podcast. Don't worry, it will happen.
I mean, if you have some popularity, like for example, you are a model and you're a TV presenter, then yes. So brands appreciate some publicity. Or you, for example, blogger with millions followers, or you're a singer. So yeah, it could happen. So you should do, let's say you should do something, or you should be a model like Bella Hadid or something, you know. So brands appreciate publicity. It's very important.
Yeah, I guess that's in the beginning that we talked about. Like that's why they're asking for a social media following now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to add one more thing about this, like free gigs. Usually, like big magazines, like Vogue magazine. I've done this shoot actually in UK. I went for it was a Zoo magazine shoot, and they paid like I don't know, like $100 or something like this. It was like it wasn't like really like well paid job, but it's because it's a magazine job. And usually in the industry, if it's a magazine shoot, it's not paid. You do this for so people will recognize you. It's like you do this for the image. It's an image job. Yeah, so this kind of job I would do as well if it's going to be like a big magazine, like Bazaar, I don't know, anything like this. Then yes, gonna give you exposure.
It makes sense. Yeah, agree.
Yeah. When you say exposure, what it's like you get more popular among the designers, the magazines, or social media, I get, but what's exposure like in modeling industry?
I don't know how to explain it correctly, but it's just the magazine is really appreciated job even for me. If I would want to get a talent visa to go to States to you guys and work there, the thing that they're going to ask me, have I ever done any magazine shoots? Because that's what count in modeling industry if you've done magazine shoots. Because what I do, for example, in Middle East right now, it's modeling, but it's not like they will not consider that. Like, what you do there, it's like they just don't understand that. What they understand is magazine shoots. So if, for example, I'm going to have like 50 magazine like covers or pages, it doesn't matter, then I would have a chance to get a talent visa there. So that's what count, that's what important, that's what I would do for free. Absolutely.
What about you, Natalia and Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely agree with Darya. Everything that she told makes sense.
Yeah, exactly what she said.
Since we talked about a lot of studio stuff, I want to go in a different direction. What was your favorite, by far, what's your favorite modeling experience as of now? Whoever wants to go first.
For me, the most fun I've had recently was a test shoot that I did in Brooklyn, New York. That was fun. It was a good crew. I enjoyed everybody that was there. So that
What it
was
was like?
it's they're not that glamorous. It's an ancient warehouse of a building with bad heat, and the stylist brings in like 5 to 10 different outfits, hair and makeup, creative director, the photographer, and 4 hours goes by really, really quick.
No, that's so. What was it about? Was it a theme, if I'm right?
It was a test shoot that was set up by the creative director. So it shows my exposure, and it was meant to target me towards very specific markets in the industry, or very specific brands, actually. And then that actually gets used to show me to bigger agencies than where I'm at now.
That's so good. I wish you luck. What about you, Natalia?
As soon as I'm really treat myself professional in television, and I can tell you that in Miami, in the Miami Bentley Hilton Hotel, it was a swim show, and I met a team that was really professional regarding shooting, video shooting, photo shooting, and they exactly know what they want to do in every second with each model, with colors, with fabrics. So they did it really professional, and they created not just a show, they created some art around the show. So I really appreciate this experience.
What about you, Daria?
I've done many great shoots, but one that I want to remember right now is the shoot I've done in India for a big dairy brand, which calls Rajdi Pranavad. We traveled to Bikaner. For this shoot, it's other state in India, and it's like the architecture there is really crazy. It's so beautiful. And we were shooting a campaign which took us 3 days, and we were changing locations every time. It was super, like the pictures that I get from this shoot is like amazing, and the team was super professional. And those dresses were like I wanted to have those dresses. I would never think that I would like
Yeah.
fall in love with India that much, but it was so beautiful. I just wanted to have them. And it was super professional, and we traveled together all around like those places and back to Delhi, and I felt like it's a family for me. That was really great.
For those who don't know, the state that she's mentioning is Rajasthan. It's more
Yeah, I
of
just
a, yeah, west northwest side of it, and it has a lot of beautiful deserts, and there's like millions of forts because of the
yeah, the
kings and
forts, the
queens.
hotels, that there are many beautiful locations there.
Yeah,
If you ever go to India, you should visit this place.
and the design that she was talking about, it's also great. So since how many countries have you guys visited for modeling?
Oh, mm-mm. I haven't traveled outside of the US for modeling yet.
Fingers crossed.
But you
What
don't
about
have to really. You have everything there.
I would really rather though, especially lately.
yeah? What are we missing in what about you, Natalia? Have you
The
traveled?
same. I didn't travel yet, but I'm absolutely open for this experience.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it should be paid for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, so I got some invitation, but if it's not cover like tickets, hotel, I wouldn't go. But if yes, then I'm absolutely open for this experience. I think it's really amazing to visit different countries to compare how shows, shooting, organize this place, and also visit some great um, spaces. As Darya mentioned, it's also would be really great, and absolutely open with my mind to this experience.
What was your experience like, Daria?
I traveled to 10 countries, I think, for modeling, and lived there for quite some time and worked there. Yeah, that was really great. Now I'm back to Russia, chilling a little bit, tired of traveling as of today.
Yeah, it's really, I think it's really hard to I changed only one country. Two countries. Yeah, two countries, but it was hard, pretty hard.
Yeah.
Speaking about adaptation time, yeah.
Like the jet lag and everything for weeks and whatnot.
Jet lag, maybe it's the easiest part, let's say, to understand how things work here, to start from scratch your career, to start build your future, everything, even your life things. Because you used to go some places, you know, people, here's everything new, so you should find out everything and figure out how you can survive, how can you build your um, career, future, and also some small life things, you know. It's really hard, but uh, let's say again, if it's a really good job, I'm absolutely open to explore the world. If I speak about my mind, I'm absolutely open to explore the world.
Mhm. Natalia brought up a good point earlier about like if we are compensated enough. Is that true in a sense? Like, obviously, the big models can ask for big money and everything, but when you're starting out, is it really that low that it is hard to make a living out of?
Absolutely. I saw a model post on Instagram recently. She was really young and absolutely beautiful, and she's working and she's signed. But she went back and went through her very first year before she really was known. And she didn't go into what her expenses were. She only talked about the shows that she'd been paid for. And I think she made a total of maybe $1,500 over the course of like 4 or 5 different shows that she had done. In the beginning, it's very easy to get paid almost nothing. It's certainly not something you can live on, especially if you're in New York City.
Same in Russia. Recently, I saw the interview with the model, and she told that first time she did a lot for free, just for portfolio, and even now
Mhm.
it's not enough to survive, and many girls um, um, go to this industry in Russia, let's say in a polite way, to looking for a rich guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, on television the same. Television the same. And like beauty competition, like when the like, Miss Russia or something, you know. So and yeah, so that was a very open interview, and this girl told me that to survive, to have a big money, you should be a really famous model, or you should switch your attention, not looking for a good collaboration, but looking for a good rich guy. If it was interview with Russian model, so maybe Darya will tell us if it's true or not.
I'd say that I started modeling when I was 19, and I think for 2 years in a row, I didn't really earn anything. I was just like covering my expenses, and it was really tough. And that's why I switched my course working in Asia, because in Asia I could go there and stay there like for a long time and really earn something, uh, because it's really hard to do this in Russia due to the competition. But I would agree and disagree at the same time about Russian market, because it changed in the last 2 years, as there are no Zara shops here or H&M shops here anymore.
Yeah.
We start to create our own brands here, and that's why those brands need models to do advertising of their products, and it changed. And I know some of the cases when models are like based in Moscow, they make good money, they can make a living out of this, but you should be like really, really great. Like you should be 100% like perfect for the job. Otherwise, you're not gonna make it. For me, when I started, and I was doing it for 2 years, like for free. Like, I've been making some, but it was not enough to. It was enough to cover my expenses, but it was not enough like to have something besides that. And I was doing it just because I really wanted to travel. That was my passion. That I wanted to travel and I wanted to do this, and I really believed in me. So, but the market is changing right now. I think even when you're starting, you can make money on it. And I think it's really personal. It depends on the profile. Depends on the model.
Uh, Speaking of being a perfect for the job, is it what does it mean? I honestly don't get it. Again, I'm ignorant. I'm not a model, but what does that is mean that you're being perfect for a job?
I
I mean, that
think
can be anything. Sorry, go ahead.
that first of all you should shape your body a lot. You should really work hard to shape your body, to shape your beauty. But I think the most important thing to provide the confidence, and as I told, some unique way to present. Even if I see the some form that you should feel before some show or something, that is a very important question. Why do you want to work with us, right? So, and you should tell something that which value you can bring to working with this designer, or in every, absolutely in every sphere. You should be clear which value you should bring to this job, and this part is really important, I think, to be successful in this field.
You were saying something, Sarah?
I agree with Natalia. I think that you have to have yourself pretty much on point and ready for whatever job it's that you're gone for and that you're being called in on. Whether or not you're perfect for it is really the vision of the casting director or the designer, whatever they're looking to do. So you might be perfect for it. That's just luck of the draw. I think it's always really important to hold true to who you are and present yourself as that. If you're not a good fit, you're not. But the next time you'll be the right fit. And that will be based on your professionalism, your personality, all of those things that we've talked about earlier.
Now, do you share the sentiment, Darya?
Yeah, I do share it completely. Don't really have anything to add here.
When Natalia was talking about marrying a rich guy or anything, a lot of actors here usually say you always look for a sugar mommy and sugar daddy right
Sugar
away.
daddy, yeah, sugar daddy.
If you want to work in film industry, so I don't know. Yeah, I never
Your
found one.
permanent level of financing.
Yes. Yeah, I could not find one, and I'm gonna be 30 soon, so so if you know anyone, let
Honestly,
me know.
when I just came to television after an year, I found a sugar daddy, and everybody was sure that he brought me to this field, but it wasn't like this. And after we married and was together for 15 years, 13 years, 13 years.
Good for
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
man.
but it wasn't my goal for sure, but it happened by itself on some podcasts with government. It was a government conference, and I made a news about this event, and then I met this minister that place. It was after a year when I already working on television, but when people knew about this, they was, oh, now I understand how he came to television, but it was not true. So it was as I told after an year, but yeah, so it happened lots of time because sometimes girls go to television modeling for purpose to find some rich guy. It's Russian things. Maybe now Darya absolutely right that market changed a lot because of the situation with Ukraine, and many brands left country, and the market completely changed. It should change for sure, but that time it was like this. Here, I don't know, but I heard a lot the same things as you told. Yeah, if you want to be an actress, you should find sugar daddy first. So I heard about it a lot, but I cannot tell you if it's true or not because I'm not an actress yet.
Yeah,
Yet,
no,
but who knows,
yeah. Hopefully you'll get work soon.
Yeah.
New York is a lot of yeah, New York is building up in terms of film industry. Ever
Hmm.
since a pandemic, I cannot use the word. Ever since pandemic, it's being diversified, and by doing a podcast, a lot of things are going in Texas, Midwest, and all the places. I think it's the same for you too, Sarah, right? It's moving there too.
It's the whole industry is shifting so much. So what is it? I think Atlanta had one of the biggest studios outside of LA. 50 Cent just bought an entire town in Louisiana. He's going to be launching a huge studio there. Somebody, I'm not even sure who it was it parent? Somebody's opening a huge studio in New Jersey, just outside of New York City. So the industry is definitely changing. I was up for a job recently. It was shooting a commercial for a well-to-do department store, and the entire shoot would have taken place in Bogota, Colombia, because it was cheaper for them to fly the entire cast and crew to Colombia and shoot the commercial. Industry is changing a lot. I actually did just look it up, and I think there are 3 or 4 different studios opening up in New Jersey alone. 50 Cent just bought, I think, all of Shreveport, Louisiana, and is moving all of his operations there. He's left New York City completely. So it's not just LA that's struggling. And there was one job that I was up for where it was enough of a savings for them to move the entire commercial shoot to Bogota, Colombia. And it was the cast would have been 4 or 5 people, some of them children. So they would have had chaperones. Then you've got everything and all of the equipment moving down there. So it tells you how much money that they're saving if they're willing to move that many people for a shoot to Colombia.
Yeah, same thing that I've heard with a lot of folks. Like, it's much more cheaper for them to film somewhere else than film in LA. But thankfully, it's going to be changing with new rules, with Newsom and everything. And sometimes I think it's a sunken cost thing because sometimes you can shoot whole day and all of the dailies or all the footage that you have is just shit. So you have to shoot again, and it's just work like that. Okay,
Mhm.
to all of you people, this is the point of the whole podcast that I started for is to help people, and this is the main question I've asked you individually, and I'm gonna ask again, unfortunately. So, what if someone is listening right now who wants to break into the industry, an aspiring model, regardless of their age, regardless of their body type, race, gender, orientation, anything, what would be your advice to them, starting from Sarah, then Natalia, and then Darya?
My advice would be do your research, but don't be discouraged. I don't think that there is the vast majority of modeling, from my understanding, is mostly commercial and print work. Those are everyday people that are very relatable. It's not the fashion model that's out on the runways, it's who's selling the clothing on Amazon. There's a market for everybody in that type of a regard. But I would say do your research and be careful about the steps you take. Just be informed before you move forward.
What about you, Natalia?
Uh, my advice would be yourself for sure. Try to find your own way, and also I think you should be very flexible to be able to live in your country, to follow by new trends, to work with different type of personalities. So you should have very flexible mindset and for sure very nice personality. And also probably my advice would be to develop in different ways to be sure that you can feel confident about your foundation future, so nothing can hurt your destiny if something happened and market change and if situation in country change. So let's say be open to everything that can happen and be able to uh, let's say not survive, but be able to face this challenge and make it fun.
Thank you for that, Natalia. What about you, Darya?
I'd say that you should definitely never agree for less. You should wisely choose people who you work with. As Sara said, the reputation is everything. And for example, when I started my career, I had many agencies who wanted to work with me, and I was doing my research uh, who who would be the best fit for me. And also, I think you should understand like your your type, in which countries you can work with which brands, and to develop and push only where you gonna be a good fit.
Absolutely. So any future projects that you guys want to talk about? Same order.
I have a shoot coming up actually this week that I'm really looking forward to, but I'm gonna keep it a little quiet for now.
What about you, Natalia?
I was invited to some castings, so we'll see which designers want to work with me. So I'm excited about every future experience, and I can make really good art um by myself. So um, I can definitely enjoy with many designers, many styles. And I think if you appreciate art, the main things that you should be open to, different kind of uh, beauty, different kind of style, different kind of vision, and I definitely open and enjoy it.
I wish you both good luck on that. I
Thank
hope you
you.
guys succeed on both of your project. What about you, Daria?
Uh, Currently, I'm actually thinking to move to Europe this year and like relocate there and work there, maybe as a model, as a content creator, because I do this because everything I do is in English, and it just would make sense. And as I've done last year, I think I will continue working in Middle East.
Wish you good luck on that too.
Thank you.
Since we have a little bit more time, I just want to talk about a little bit other thing as well. What else apart from modeling that you guys are working on, and if you like to share about it?
I've got some meetings coming up with an agency for some commercial acting. I'm just finished taking some classes for, and I'm going to keep making space for the voice acting classes that got me into this whole thing to begin with.
Absolutely. I talked to three voice acting people, and uh, you can check out my podcast for that if you want to get some notes. But one thing they said, and that stuck with me, it's like voice acting is acting. So there's if you know how
Mhm.
to act, it's just as easy for you to do other things. So that's that. And I think you have a lovely voice, and I think you will do a great job. Hopefully, I will ask you
Thank you.
for narrating something in the future, not for free. Fingers crossed. Uh,
Deal.
yeah. Uh, what about you, Natalia?
I develop in a different way. I'm developing in different ways. I also developing as a data analyst and data scientist. I appreciate AI solutions, and let's say I think the art is a great power that move this world forward, and also technologies. So I appreciate both ways, and I'm trying to find something exciting in both of these directions, and it make me more comfortable regarding my future, my stability, my foundation. And also I'm trying to develop my own art project here, that I mentioned before. I got the national award for this art project in Russia. So now I'm trying to find a way how to make it here.
It's a good thing that you mentioned. I don't want to extend this podcast, but I kind of disagree with you with AI. I think it's a tool at the end of the day, and we should not over rely on it. There's that. But how much did you, how far along are you with the art project?
Uh, I did this art project in Russia for 5 years, and here I'm doing it like around 1 year.
Hmm. Did you got the sponsorship that you were looking for before? Oh,
Yes, I found some people who are interested in this project and want to know about it more. And now I'm working with a website that can give sponsors more information, how they can participate, etc.
mhm.
So I'm working on this
Okay.
right now.
Okay, I will mark it down in the description of the video, that's for sure. What about you, Daria?
I'm actually currently on a little vacation because I worked really hard last year, and I'm honestly, as of today, I'm focusing on working on my social media and building a brand. That's what I'm interested in. I'm also considering opening my own agency.
Good for
It's a
you.
lot of job has to be done before that. It's a big responsibility, and still working as a model because I can, and people are still asking me to come to their countries and do my job. So yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. I think what about the um okay, so what about the men one thing I wanted to ask, like what people should be trained about, they should remind them, so okay, let me rephrase that. Uh, So my question is what they should be prepared when they're what training that they should do and consider before starting modeling runway model. I know the health is a different issue. You have to be taking care of your body and also look wise, but what else?
Specifically runway.
Runway and modeling both, like photo shoots.
They're different skill sets. Like runway is very specific and it's not as easy as it looks by far. It's also really hard on your body, like much harder than doing photo shoots. You don't just walk into doing runway. There's definitely work to be done. But there's great people that you can work with online. You can do it through Zoom, like this is. I would definitely say practice what you want to do. Just regular posing to runway practice.
Do you agree, Natalia?
Uh, I'm really sorry, but I have to go to
Oh,
the
okay, okay.
different call.
I'm
Yeah,
so sorry. I'm so
that's
sorry.
okay. That's okay. Definitely okay. So maybe we can say goodbye or something. And
Yes, yes.
yeah, because I have to join another call. Sorry about this.
No, no, it's completely fine. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming into this podcast and giving me your precious time. And thank you very much, Natalia.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed to meet you guys, all of us, and all of you. And this conversation was really exciting, and I really enjoyed this conversation. Thank you so much for invitation, and I wish everybody who will watch this video to get some insights, and hopefully we can do this.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, Natalia. Hopefully we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye. Have a
Bye.
good night.
Good
Bye. Good
night.
night.
Bye bye.
Okay. Not gonna take you long for you guys. Daria, what about you? What do you think?
You were talking about like practicing before doing the job, something like this. Yeah.
Yes, training or
Uh,
some kind of study they need to do before starting the job.
I think it's better to do a little bit of uh, I don't know, just like checking stuff on YouTube if it's possible, like about what you want to do, what kind of job you want to do, because I think there are so many, like there are many examples of there are many bloggers and many models who are active there, and you can learn from their experience. The other thing is that it's just like if you have a chance to work with other, like if we talk about modeling, if you have a chance to work with other models, just like talk to them and just like look what they are doing. But again, like practicing home alone, like in front of the camera, because everybody have phones right now, you can just put the camera and practice in front of it.
Yep.
Like, why not? So yeah, but for example, like runway shows, like when you're practicing home and then you're doing it, it's absolutely different. It's just like only
It is.
experience would make you better.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, that makes sense. And I have a bunch of more questions, but that's for another day. Thank you both, Sarah and Daria,
Yeah, of
for your
course.
precious time, and thank you very much for coming here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. It was a pleasure to meet you, and your profile is beautiful. I'm excited to follow you and see what you do.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you too, guys. Nice
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Please, 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 I'm begging you. Please. I'm desperate. I don't know what to do. Please subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.